In the gospel text of today, which is divided into two parts, the 72 who were sent on mission return, and they return successful. They narrate to Jesus everything that has happened and how successful they were, and how the detachment from material things and the comforts of life and the detachment even from outcome of mission was so pointed and helped them when they engaged in mission. They narrate that they were able to see the change in people. They narrate that they could realize that people had been tangibly transformed as a result of their approach, and they are excited about this. The response of Jesus is not excitement, but turning to his Father in gratitude, because Jesus is aware that the mission is not his. The mission is the mission given to him by his Father. And so, success and failure will not affect Jesus. He will not be too excited with the success in mission. He will not be despondent or depressed with failure in mission. And that is why the response of Jesus is gratitude. He turns to the Father and thanks the Father for revealing love, not to the learned, not to the intellectual, not to those who are literate alone, but to everyone who opens their hearts to this love. What is required to realize this unconditional love of God is not knowledge of the head. It is not literacy. It is not being able to read or write or to speak eloquently. It is an open heart. No matter how unlettered a person might be, no matter how a person might respond, if the person responds with an open heart, then God can communicate. And this is why Jesus thanks the Father. Jesus is very explicit that in order to know the Father, in order to know him, one can only do so by loving. When love is expressed not merely in words but in action, then Jesus becomes present. When love is shown in my deeds to another, then Jesus becomes present. When I realize that someone beside me is as important as I am to myself, and when I love that person as I love myself, then Jesus becomes present and I reveal God to the world. The only language that people all over the world will recognize is love. The only God that people all over the world will recognize is God. You and I might call God by different names. We might address God differently and in different places. But no matter what name we might use for God, no matter in what place we might do this addressing of God, if we address God as love, and if we communicate that love to others, then God is present. Jesus did this in the most unique of ways when he loved unconditionally. Will you attempt to do so today?